Hello, I am Aerial Flight Advisor and I am playing City Skylines again. Welcome back to Kitty City. Anyway, since we left off, I noticed a couple things. One of those is I figured out how to use the camera tool. The other is while editing the video, I left some gaps around here somewhere. Yeah, they were there, took care of them. There's some over in here too. I'm just gonna go like that a bit. And so I figured out that, noticed the little gaps. Also noticed that the overlay, if it'll work in this video again, or that's air quotes work for you guys, it should not show up. But for some reason it's not only showing up, it's only overlaying part of the screen. The free camera mode button is kind of over it. I'm not sure what's going on. Anyway, I'm gonna speed up because we have two goals this play session. One is to get this block of land here, expand the industry up to this corner by the highway, and then extend the highway over the river. Just notice these wind turbines are going to have to get moved, but that should be easy peasy. Same with that water pump. I'd probably want it further away from the sewage just for good measure. And maybe a bit more realism, cause those aren't always in the water. At least not in the angle I usually view them. Oh, they're behaving now just cause we're looking at them. Ah, no, there it goes. Yeah, it's sucking up mud. Nobody wants to drink mud in Kitty City. These are cats. They don't like being dirty or muddy at all. First things first though, we should extend Pearl Square. And I do have a city or district name for the next one when we get around to it. It's gonna just last for that for now. It'll probably end up being extended all the way up to the highway. That's a pretty good border for it. Kibble Fields would need a bit more expanding. Yeah, I do like the agriculture. I'll have to think about how I want to do that. For now though, we need residential and commercial like crazy. So let's go work on that next neighborhood. I'm okay with the four-way intersections because I don't want to have too many on the street. Too many intersections is way worse than having a couple four-way intersections. Yeah, that'll work. We're gonna have a bit of a loopy cul-de-sac sort of thing behind here. Yeah, that looks good. Like a little cattail, actually, come to think of it. The wind plants are okay there for now. I am going to eventually move them. Keep going with this nice terrace style that I did before. Gonna add a road there though, want it to cross a bit. And I'm gonna have it loop around all like this, I think. Yeah. Then we'll expand it over more towards the railroad. Not sure where this one should stop. It should probably be penned in by the railroad. That should work. Keep it by the river and the railroad. For now, I'm not going to worry about too many bridges crossing the river. I do want the highway. Eventually, its main road's going to have something that splits off and goes across too. For now, though, let's get rid of that commercial that's kind of falling down the cliff there. And yeah, this looks good. Let's go. Zone zone. Try to get all the spots this time. So if you guys are getting angry, it's like, oh no, she's missing spots. She's not being very thorough. Don't worry, I'm getting mad at myself for that too. And almost done. That should be it, all of it. Now I just need some water. Water. Honestly, I normally play on much slower speeds than this, but I want to keep the money flowing in so I can keep building for you guys. Oh yes, and this play session we should hopefully get to see level 6 unique buildings. We unlock that at a population of 10,000. And that should hopefully answer some questions I've been having about those at least. And yeah, this needs a school back here. And the name for this area... First, let's zone it. I'll get a bit more exact with the roads once I'm done planning everything. And they can have a bit of the shoreline too, what the heck. And down the highway, or the railroad. And... High square. No. It's going to be Amiouthest Hills. If it'll fit. Yes. This is going to be the Steven Universe and Cat Puns sector, this side of the river. And then the other side's going to be some other really dumb naming scheme. It'll be great. And, well, Kibble Fields can still say Kibble Fields, and the industry's not going to follow the same patterns. I figured that would be kind of unfair to the industry. And I did turn Chirpy off. He's still chirping away, saying there's stuff going on. Privately funded spacecraft leaves Earth for Moon. It's going to happen. We might be able to see that in our lifetimes. Hopefully, at least somebody going back to the moon. I'm going to... You're wondering, why are you destroying all that stuff? Well, that's because I'm going to put a roundabout in there. Yes. And... It's a bit close to the tracks, but I'm sure I can make it work. And... It's no longer symmetrical. We'll deal with it though. And... What the heck, this can connect up here. Ooh, tight little turn. How are you guys managing with that? Motorbike likes it. And then I'm thinking of a secondary large road. Let's make this one a bit fancier. Let's put some grass on it. Yes. Eventually we'll go around and upgrade all the roads to be more like that, but I need another stem for my leaves. And then maybe another roundabout down here once I get around to it, so I can cross the tracks at another point. That was part of the problem I mentioned with the trains before, the traffic problems. Anything going on the roads would eventually affect the trains and vice versa, because I was bad about putting bridges over them. Sometimes it's just difficult to work around. But now we have tunnels, so we can build underground. Like a good, proper hipster. And it'll be... Actually, I keep saying this, but it is going to be pretty great. Because I really like tunnels. I think they're pretty neat. And I think commercial's pretty neat too, and we do need a bit more of it. And yeah, I should fill up this length of road now. Does it have water? Yes, it does. Going to connect that up there. Oh, okay, that's looking pretty nice. Now, how are we doing? Oh, I should build another water pump in sewage pump. How's power? Power is a priority here. Let's just keep it there. No, we should do another to be safe. Yeah, that'll do. And we'll actually suck up water there. Oh, I have a full landfill. Or... there is that one unique building in here that requires a trash pile up. Yeah, government offices requires average garbage piling up per building at least 40. Well, if that's not a political statement, I don't know what is. So, we're gonna just let it build up for a little. And then we'll build more landfills. Actually, by then... oh, you can just do recycling centers. Let's see... the recycling center does have noise pollution, but we're keeping it far away anyway because otherwise we have a landfill or an incinerator and those create pollution. Actually, the incinerator creates both. But I am thinking it would be nice to be a bit green and sort some of it out that way. But first things first, let's create a mess. Oh hey, there's crime. Let's... Oh, because he's only really protecting that part of the street, eh? We can do the bigger police station now. Bam. And then maybe a little one back here for the neighborhood. It's actually a pretty sprawling neighborhood. I'm probably going to want another stem road up here instead of just having it connect straight to the highway. Have a local route and then the express route. Oh, that intersection seeing a lot of business, but it is the industry zone. I'm going to need like a second roundabout. Or just branch the industry off the roundabout instead. Because, yeah, these traffic lights are doing all that crap. How about that? Going to just do this as a temporary thing. Get rid of this. And can I rezone? Okay, that's a little bit weird. I'll plan that better. Thinking how I could plan that better. It's still this intersection here. Yeah, what would happen if I was to do 2 roundabouts, make a smaller one here, and try to siphon off some of the traffic going up here with another one of these? Actually, that's probably all I need, is to just get the roads like that instead. Is it working? There's an awful lot of people parked on the street. You'd think, like, with a farm, at least there'd be a field or something that they can park in. Look at listen to those cows. Moo, moo. Didn't think cats would really be into cows. Then again, I think the only reason cats aren't into cows is because they're too big for them to hunt. If you gave the cat an opportunity to kill a cow and eat it, it probably would take it. So we're going to kill the city a bit with the garbage, trying to get that one building, but better to do it now than later. And it'll be an easy fix too, just have to make sure traffic can get where it needs to go. Up here, which is the bulk of the city, it is moving pretty nicely. There's one way we can tell though, traffic, there's traffic. Okay, it's a bit tight at the 4 ways, that's to be expected. That roundabout's real busy, but it's flowing nicely, because there's not any lights on it. How about here? That's still a problem down there. Up here's a problem now. Thinking about how I want to do this. This should probably be all a 2-way here, and this should probably be made into a 2-way as well. And just have this connect up to it somehow. I certainly have the traffic volume for it. It does seem to be alleviating a lot of it though, because it doesn't get backed up at the light anymore, but it's still kind of a hot mess. Yeah, let's fix this. Upgrade the road. I'll rezone it once I'm done. And let's get rid of this, as it currently exists. You can just go straight into that. Oops, that's right, there's no more power back there. That's going to get fixed itself. Fix yourself. Whoops. It's commercial there. Good. And we can get a little cul-de-sac of a sort back in here. And it's an intersection that's awfully close to the roundabout though, so... Actually, it shouldn't be that big of a deal, because not much is going to be back on that little cul-de-sac. But if I had a choice, I'd get rid of the lights and just make it be like a... only right turns out of there kind of thing. Okay, trash is piling up. That is the plan, though. Let's have a smaller industry road come back here. I'm only gonna put industry on this side though, because that's where the fertile land is. Oh, look at the Doom intersection. Look at... I am evil. Making something that looks like that. How are the lights even arranged there? A bit too normally. We're gonna want to keep an eye on this to see how this goes. For now, we're gonna let the pigs enjoy watching the cars crash into each other on that. And... yeah, zone up here. It can be a bit more commercial extending up this way too. Have it be like the farmers markets and stuff. And we can actually put one of those parking lots down. Why the heck not? And we'll put one over here. How do those look? Oh, those look pretty good. That way they at least have a tarmac field to park their cars in.